just sitting quietly like this, you notice, this experience of a stream of thinking. And, like being at a movie or watching something on TV or watching something on your phone or on your computer. There's so many things we can look at. And sometimes, like this stream of thinking, sometimes it's very engaging. Sometimes it's really bloody boring. There's a lot of repeats. And that's how we ordinarily experience our world, isn't it? That's how we normally. And Tulku Ogun refers to this as mind turned outward. He uses this expression, mind turned outward. And what that's referring to is that I am here, everything else is out there somewhere. And, I am experiencing that, I'm experiencing that. That's how we normally, look at things. And not alone do we look at the outer world that way. We actually look at our inner world in the same way. Our inner world of thoughts and feelings. I am thinking this. I am feeling that. This is the mind turned outward. So when we go deeper into meditation, rather than looking at thoughts in that way, we turn inward towards mind's essence, which is wakefulness. So we turn our attention towards the wakefulness itself, towards the origin of our experiencing. That's a big mouthful, but I'll repeat. Will I repeat it again? Okay. So we turn towards mind's essence. We become aware of the wakefulness itself, towards what is the origin of all experiences. The wakefulness, this wakeful quality. And when we do that, most likely thoughts still appear, but rather than engaging with them, we rest in this in the wakefulness. It's just a very simple knowing, a very primitive awareness. And when we're being in this very simple way, our mind is not so sticky. Rather than being carried away by the train of thinking, we are present. Thoughts are still there. The thinking is still there, but we're present. Just being, uncomplicated, simply knowing what's happening. Very simple. We don't feel compelled to interpret anything. Content just to experience. Just to experience. And there's a simple meditation exercise that we can do for the fun, which is simply becoming aware of the sounds around us. This is not very difficult. Because even if there isn't a sound around you, you can become aware of the absence of sound around you. You can become aware of the silence. So it works no matter what your circumstance or situation is. And so we're not concentrating, trying not to be distracted. It's not like that at all. There's no real purpose. You've no real purpose, you see. You're just there, experiencing sound in a very relaxed way. And then every so often I will say either something like this. I will say, look. Or I will say something like, where are you? Right? And the point of my doing that is that you can spot if you've been carried away. Remember, what you're doing here is just being aware of sound. But it's not going to stay like that. I can guarantee you. You're going to get carried away. But when I say, where are you? Come back to your senses. Even if you fainted into thinking, I have an interesting choice of words there. Even if you fainted into thinking, that when I say, look, or where are you, you just come back to your senses, come back to this simple hearing. You might even notice that the thing you were stuck in was very much, much ado about nothing, You might notice that. Doesn't matter, And, you don't have to force yourself to listen. You can take a break from it. Just, do you get this? There's no tightness. There's no forcing yourself anything here. This is just very, very light, smooth. Okay, and at the end, you might like to share your experience of what this was like, because that will help me to perfect my presentations. Okay, so we just start and where are you? Look. No analysis, just simple hearing. Just hearing. Where are you? Look. Look again. Can you hear the sounds? Are you listening? Or are you away with the fairies? Look. No, really look. So I let you in on a little secret. The secret is when you look. When you look, you're not in your thought thinking. When you look, you become present. That's the whole purpose of this. That's discovering this wakeful quality. It's not something abstract. Listening to the sound is just kind of an excuse or it's like, you know, when you look, you know, it's kind of like there's a little, there's kind. If you watch carefully, there's kind of like a little kind of what, and then straight away a regular thing comes in. What's next? That's why listen to the sound. It gives you something to do rather than going back into the thinking. You know this phrase? I don't think it's like an LSD Timothy Leary thing, you know? Coming to your sense. Coming to your senses. Not up in your head. Coming into just this wakefulness. How's that? I'm sure you've got better things to be doing than hanging around here. So I'd say, arrivederci, or something like that. Okay, and yeah.